Hey guys, I'm back. Doing some new comic reviews. What a fantastic week! Really, I got 9 books this week, and a lot of them were just absolutely excellent. Um, I'll start off with some of them that were just okay. Um, Starting with this one, Daredevil, number 17. Last week I really liked it. The week before was okay. I mean, it was, or last month before that, I guess. They've been doing some pretty interesting stuff. This was just kind of a backstory. They do a old Stiltman story. Um, it it was okay. I just kind of felt like it was a filler story, and it's kind of a waste. Um, so the Daredevil annual wasn't that good, and this last issue Daredevil wasn't great. But up until then, everything on Daredevil has been really good. So stick with it. Amazing Spider-Man was 691. Yeah, really cool cover to that. See Spider-Man in the lizard's eye. That's really cool. Kind of wraps up the story with all the lizard changed everybody in the science lab into a lizard like him, and Spider-Man has gone after him. So it kind of wraps up this story. Again, it was okay. There's just so much going on with this. I mean, you've got Morbius and the Lizard, and you've got Madam Web, and there's another character at the end of this. It's just, I would like to see him just do a story with maybe one villain and an Amazing Spider-Man, and see what they could do with that. That would be nice. It's just, there's so much going on. So other than that, I mean, it wasn't a bad story. So Deadworld. This is the War of the Dead. It's pretty cool. In this issue, you've got the Zombie King is trying to get into the main compound where the humans and the lepers are. Keeps sending these waves of zombies, and they're running low on ammo. They're using every trick in the book, and he gets them to the point where he could win. But what's he do instead? He sends in an emissary to talk to the leaders there to get them to surrender, to go be part of the human farms, because he's got to feed his zombie slaves something. Really cool story. Let's see where this goes. I mean, there's 2 more issues. It's interesting. Across Badlands, number 11. Really cool cover on this. This book was really good. This is the middle of the story arc. They've got, this kind of starts at the beginning of the crossed outbreak at a carnival. In the last issue, you've got Yellow Belly is going back home. He tells his mother and the sheriff, what's going on, and the Cross follow him back. So all the like the teenagers, the high school kids and stuff, they all get together and do this Red Dawn type thing. They pull up in the gun shop, get all these weapons, and they're like, yeah, we're going to get these guys. And the Cross just run a rig into the building and just start messing shit up. And so Yellow Belly figures out one thing. He may be a coward, but he's still alive. So he runs away again. But this story, the story arc is really good. It's the best one probably in the Crossed Badlands ongoing so far. So definitely worth checking out. Revival number 2. You've got the character here on the main cover. I don't remember his name. He's well, he says he's a demonologist. He may just be a faker. You see the girl on the bed. So there's a side story in here that this girl is pretending to be possessed by demons, and he basically calls her out on it. It's pretty cool. You got the main characters. Was it L or M? Anyway, the two sisters. The one sister, who's the police officer, she goes out and ends up just about hooking up with a guy who is just come to town to start working with her police unit, finding out what's going on with this revival, or with the the revivers, I guess is what they call it, the people that have come back from the dead. Her sister is kind of going crazy, goes down and picks a fight with a woman in a local bar, and he gets the crap beat out of her. The story's pretty cool. It's not as awesome as issue 1, but this is pretty cool. I think this series is going to be pretty good. So, again, check this one out too. Saga number 6. Fantastic story. They finally get to the rocket forest, and go to get on the ship, which is a tree basically. And the thing is, Isabella tells them they have to make the sacrifice. So what is his name? Not Alana, but Marco. Marco breaks out a sword and breaks it to sacrifice to the tree. So they get on this tree, and it blasts off into space, and they've escaped the planet. You've also got the Will, and they've just killed in the last issue the Stalk. What's her name? Anyway, so the TV-headed Prince picks up the phone, and the Will's on the other line still, because that's who she was talking to when she was killed. And the Will basically tells them, "You're dead. I'm chasing you down, and I'm getting you." So, really cool ending to this story arc. Some stuff that kind of happens at the end I'll leave out for you guys who are reading this. And just so you know, if you guys aren't aware of this yet, there's a 2-month break they're taking from this. So it won't be back until November. I'm okay with that. This is a really good book. Keeping the same writer, keeping the same artist, and they're going to go through this whole series. He said there's a plan to end to this, but it's quite some ways off. So as long as we can keep these two on the book, I don't think it'll go wrong. This is fantastic. So definitely, if you're not reading Saga, I know they're bringing out in October, the trade will be out, and the trade will have issues 1 through 6 in it, and it'll be $9.99. I think I saw it on in stock trades or direct comic book service for $4.99. So order it out there. Definitely, if you haven't been reading this, get the trade. Even if you have been reading it, if you don't want to keep reading your issues and you want to reread it, get the trade. Walking Dead 101. I was kind of scared to read this after the last issue. So if you haven't read the last issue, you probably don't want to listen to me now. Glenn was the one they killed. This issue, they go ahead, they make it to the Hilltop camp, little town there, trying to find out some more information about Negan and his gang. Really interesting. This was a quick read. Walking Dead normally is for me, but they're so intense. You're kind of glad they're quick because you hit these moments in here that's really slow, and they build and they build and they build, and all of a sudden something like last issue happens where Glenn's killed, and it's just so brutal. Like you almost need a break from it. I'm not going to tell you what happens at the end of this issue, but I'm really excited to see what they do to get back at Negan. Something's going to happen. Rick's pissed, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Carl get involved in his payback. So, really good. Walking Dead, as always, great read. All right, now I'm getting down to the last 2 books this week, and they either one of them could have been the pick of the week. I was really I'm torn between the two. So Harbinger, number 3. This is awesome. I've been kind of waiting to put judgment on this book, and of the Valiant stuff that's come out. I've been reading X-Men of War. It's okay. Probably not going to pick up very many more of them. It's not really my thing. I haven't read Armstrong and Archer or Bloodshot, but this is fantastic. The main character here has gotten pulled into this kind of like X-Men type school for the Scions, and so he meets a lot of these the professors and stuff. That's kind of introduces a lot of them. You go into kind of his past. He meets another Scion that wasn't activated, so one like him that was just born automatically having the powers. They go back into his memories, and he kind of relives some painful things from his past. Talking with this Scion psychiatrist, and then he goes to lunch with the headmaster here, the sensei. It's like a 3-year program they're going to go through there. And one of the senior guys, students, comes up to introduce himself, and of course he can hear everybody's thoughts, and he's like, he's tired and he's worn out, and this guy's like, this guy's rude and stuff because he's not saying hello to me, and this is what he's thinking. And the main character is like, look, just leave me the hell alone. I'm tired. I've had a rough day. And the guy keeps pushing, and so he kind of blows up and just starts messing stuff up sonically. Really cool. This book is awesome. I'm really looking forward to the next issue of this. But it wasn't the pick of the week. I think you guys are going to be surprised by my pick of the week. Extermination number 3. Just start with the cover. The cover of this is awesome. There's a sketch variant of this that looks really good too. I may pick up. I've liked Extermination. A lot of you guys that read some of the Boom stuff, I know Hypernaturals and Higher Earth are the ones everybody's talking about. I didn't pick up Hypernaturals. I read the first issue of Higher Earth and didn't get any more after that. But this is awesome. If you picked up the first issue or 2 and you're questioning whether you should stay on it, get issue 3. If you don't like it after that, it's this definitely isn't for you, I guess, because this to me was awesome. You've got all the characters are kind of based on like these DC heroes. So you've got Nox, who's kind of like Batman. You've got Absolute, who they talk about in the last issue, who's kind of like Superman. I guess it's not just DC, it's Marvel too. You've got Promethea, who is kind of like Wolverine. He calls everybody Bub, or Bud. He calls everybody Bud. Anyway, so they've gotten these guys together. They find out Absolute is still alive. He's just asleep somewhere. So they're going to go wake him up. That's the plan. The Red Reaper, the villain that's with Nox, he is trying to get Nox to get out of that superhero mindset he has. Nox has these Batman type rules where he can't kill anybody, and he's very moral about things. He has this higher purpose, I guess. And Nox is more of a realist, and like, hey, why are we going to go get this Absolute guy? What are we going to make the world the way it was? Because was that a better place? And is this guy going to be what you want? So you flash back to Nox and Absolute. Nox, like this girl, is basically like a Catwoman character, and I can't remember, Dahlia, something like that is her name. Come to find out, Absolute had been flirting with her too. So they had fought in the past. Kind of get a little backstory on that. So they're trying to travel to Louisiana, is where Absolute's at. And it's a lot of miles. They don't have a vehicle. So Nox has a little plan to get a ride down there. I'm not going to tell you what that is or how he kind of goes about this. But man, this book right here, pick of the week, Extermination #3. Definitely check this out. If you haven't been reading Extermination, there's only 3 issues out, so it's not too hard to get. If you have picked up the first and second issues and are questioning, like, do I go further with this, pick up issue 3. This was fantastic. That's my reviews for the week. Please comment. Let me know, what you think about this stuff. What books did you like this week? You agree with my judgment of these books or not? And dislike, tell me why. And until next time, I'm James. Thanks for watching.